Hey everyone, this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. We are catching up on 2 weeks. I did edit this already, so I know I'm gonna smash both weeks together because it's not that long of a video, thankfully. When we're like 15 minutes, so it's probably gonna end up under 20. We're good there. Let's just get us all done and caught up. Just finished Book Lovers again, Emily Henry. So happy, and she makes me cry every time too, so you know, there's that. But I feel a little squishy inside after I read these books. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to editing while I'm at work because I'm at the dispensary. So yeah, and I just have to re-edit some things, and then I get to go on to editing a friend's book, which I'm so excited about. Okay, I'm gonna go back to it. Okay, so I just read Arusha in the City of Gold. It's book 4 in the Pandava series, and so much happened that made me so happy. Lots of action. I love that there's lots of action and there's lots of humor and goofiness and like drama, because you know, young adults. Oh my god, I love it. And so many myths. Like she weaves in so many different stories, and it doesn't feel like she's telling us stuff. It feels like we're experiencing, learning about these stories like these kids are. And it's fantastic, and I love this series, and I can't wait for number 5 because this one just came out last year and the last one came out this year, so I'm like wondering what's going on. How many stories are going to be in this series? It can keep going. I'm fine with it. I'm just wondering. So yeah, loved a little bit of the drama with the sisters, loved a little bit of the romance drama, major loved the family drama. Like, oh my god, the reveals in this book were fantastic. So yes to Oshani Chakshi, you were an amazing girl. Love this series, love this series, love it. Okay, I'm gonna go. What am I gonna start now? I am at my mom's house in New York, and I just finished updating my editing, so I'm doing good. I got shrimp riggies yesterday. I've been eating, it's like gonna be 4 meals for me. Currently reading The Empire of the Vampire, J. Kristoff, and I am 14 hours into it out of 27, 12 hours, do I have 14 hours left? Something like that, and I am struggling again. I don't understand. I like his writing, so why don't I like this book? Is it because it's kind of epic-y? It's kind of epic-y. Yeah. I also just got a Sally Thorne book, and I'm gonna have my mom watch The Hating Game with me.
La la la. We're trying to football.
Cat hair, freezing cold outside all day at the craft show, and missing Dan. It's definitely different without him.
used to do the chasing pennies. Every time I started it, and every time they had a store in Cortland, so you see the store in Cortland, I'd say, "Moo!"
So, I am halfway through Thirst, Volume 2, Book 1, if that makes any sense. So compendium, 3 books. Phantom is Book 4, which is Book 1, and the second compendium, aka Thirst Volume 2. Hope I'm clear now. Anyways, I'm halfway through it, and I don't really remember most of this book, which is an interesting experience for me to be, like, going through this story almost like it's the first time again. Okay guys, so I didn't really vlog a whole lot of my reading in anything other than going to Sleepy Hollow and some little bitty things while I was in New York. But I did read on my trip to Sleepy Hollow, so there and back I ended up reading 99% Mine by Sally Thorne, and I really enjoyed it. There might have been a few things I would have tweaked as a writer, but as a reader, like I totally got some of these things. And oh my god, Tom is so adorable. He's so adorable. I wanted to smack the shit out of the girl though quite a few times, just for behaving stupidly. But I mean, that is her character, so not that she's stupid, but that she makes impulsive decisions, which seem stupid to those of us who know better. But anyways, I really liked it. I didn't like the book as much as I liked The Hating Game, but I still liked it quite a bit. And there was an extra scene at the end of it for The Hating Game, which made me so happy. I've been obsessed. I don't know why. I even my dad bought me the book and I started rereading parts of it in the car, and he's like, "No skipping ahead." I'm like, "I've read it twice already, Dad." And he's like, "Still." I'm like, one thing I did notice, which was really weird, is I didn't know she was an Australian author, so actually reading the book pings a few of my things, like the lack of commas. Commas are there for a reason. And I know like American grammar has way more like rules, strict rules about commas and stuff than British and Australian English do, so it's probably just a me problem. But I'm really excited to own the book. He bought me like 8 books while I was home, and I had to leave them all at home because I couldn't fit them in my bag with all the clothes my mom bought me. This is first world problems, spoiled brat problems here. Hopefully they'll send me those books soon, because there's a few others in there that I haven't read yet that I really want to read, like Verity by Colleen Hoover. And I think I'm like 40%, 25%. I'm in the middle of it. I would like to finish it, which is why I bought the book, and I can't because I couldn't fit it in my bag. Anyway, the other book that I read was on the plane, and it was, what was the name of it? The Friend Zone, which I did not know. I did not know that this was the first in a series. I didn't know that the Happily Ever After playlist was the second in a series, because I read that one first, and then when I got to the end of it and I listened to the author's note, and I was like, wait a minute, I read that book. I read book 2 already, and I didn't connect the character in book 2 with the character in book 1. Like, completely, I thought they were separate books. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because I would have known what a lot of the ending would have been, because it came as a shock and fucking made me cry in the middle of the airport. Thank you very much. That was a really cute and sweet book. It really was. I also want to know why all these male characters all of a sudden are being named Josh. Anyways, I really liked Kristen. I wanted to smack her a few times too for being stupid, but Josh was, he was just, you know, happiness. But yeah, that was a pretty good book, and now I have book 3 waiting for me. Now that I know it's a series, I will keep reading it. I like her writing. I like it's the banter. The banter is awesome, and I am into it. So yes for that. And I also liked that this didn't follow exactly like the traditional 3-act structure story arc of a romance, that had other shit going on in it that kind of muddled where that storyline hit. So good on that too. I like being surprised a little bit. I do like things that both change tradition and then follow tradition, because sometimes I like to know what to expect, and other times I don't like to know what to expect. And if you can get me with both of those things, I'm even happier, because I am a complicated person apparently. Yay for that. I am now reading Ruby Fever, I think is what it's called. It's the new one, Ilona Andrews, and that magic series that I was reading. Oh my god, the primes and stuff. Catalina, I think, is who my main character is. Is it terrible that I don't know these things? Oh my god. Arabella? I know that's one of the characters. I don't know which one. See, I am totally horrible. And I was literally just listening to it like 5 minutes ago. Anyways, enjoying it. First day back from New York in Oklahoma. I gotta go shopping after this. Did some editing. I'm at work. And it's gonna be quite a few days without a break here coming up. But 'tis what it is. And I'm gonna go get back to doing the things, because I have things to do as always. And I'll wrap you guys up on how my 2 weeks went in New York, and how the family's doing and all that stuff when I see you next time. Just finished Year of Yes, Shonda Rhimes and Girl. Yes, I feel really good after listening to the memoir, and I feel like I need to start saying yes to some things, which I think is the point of the book. So yes, okay, we'll see what those yeses are in the future, but right now I'm gonna go make dinner and a tres leches cake and some pumpkin spice syrup and maybe some condensed chai today. I don't know if I'm gonna do all those things today. At least the cake is happening today. The other things need to happen this weekend, and I'm excited. I'm excited to try some new recipes. Yay for basic pumpkin spice white bitch flavoring. I'm for it. Okay, so we are going to be starting my Goosebumps Night of the Living Dummy for my childhood rereads, because like this is the epitome of what I read as a child. I read all of the Goosebumps. I got Goosebump books in my Easter basket because I'd read like 3 of them a day. Okay, so I have read 3 books yesterday. Year of Yes, Shonda Rhimes, loved it. Loved it. I already talked about this. And then I read Night of the Living Dummy, R.L. Stine, which was a 2-hour book, almost 3-hour book. As a reread, also enjoyed it. Definitely young. And then I read Kresley Cole's Warlord Wants Forever, another challenge book, ranking book, and also really liked it. It's really sexy. It was really sexy, and I appreciated that. And it kept me up to like 10:30, so there you go. POV head hopping, a little bit, tiny bit, but overall, good story. Night of the Living Dummy was a reread, again, childhood reread. Yeah, I mean, I could see why I enjoyed it when I was younger. I probably didn't enjoy it as much now as I did then, but you know. I'm back at work. Life's back to normal. The family's doing okay. So I know Poppy is kind of tired, mostly with babysitting the little one, the 2-year-old. He is more than a handful. I did enjoy getting to see him. I do love him. He is my family, although I don't like kids. So it was a real struggle. It's a real struggle. I did get to play with him though. Like the first day I saw him, I think it's because I kind of ignore him, because he uses screaming and crying to get attention, and I just tune it out. But when he's being cute, I'll pay attention to him. So the first day, like, I kept making faces at him because I'm good at controlling my eyes, where I'm just like, that kind of shit at him, and that worked. And then I was doing this to him, which my brother does, dun 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 dun, like, you know, Jaws. And then, when he's actually tickling him and stuff. So when I did that to him, he was like, and he knew exactly what we were going to do. So I ran around and tickled him for a little while and threw him around in bed until I was out of breath. And I was like, all right, go back to grandma. And we all went out to sushi. It was really cool. I got to spend a lot of time with my brother, which was really nice. I also got to see my soon-to-be sister-in-law. I say that I know they're engaged. I don't know when they're getting married, but you know, the mother of my nephew. I got to see my niece Bella, which you saw we were looking at books, which was really exciting. I spent most of my time with my mom in the empty house, and it feels very quiet. It feels very quiet there. And she's doing better, but she's still crying a lot, which I mean, it's only been 3 months. I cried a lot while I was there too, because he's just everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna make myself cry. Point is, mom's going out. She's doing things to try to like keep living and things like that, so that's good. She is kind of in a daze, and I worry about her. Both her and my father keep saying, come home. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Syracuse. I doubt I'll ever go back to New York State. Closer though. They're like hell-bent on me moving to Virginia. I don't know. You say one little thing and then all of a sudden it's like, yes, you're coming home, move to Virginia, it's closer. And I'm just like, y'all relax. But overall, the whole family's doing pretty well, so I don't have any genuine complaints other than I wish Danny was still alive. But that's just how grief works, so I'm done, made myself cry. Anyways, not to belabor the point, I read a lot of books, I got a lot of work done. It was really funny while I was there. They're like, you work all the time. I'm like, I'm working half of what I normally work, guys. Like editing wise, I'm doing half of what I would usually do. So gave them a good idea of how busy I tend to be. I'm not just saying I'm busy, I tend to be pretty busy. And I've gone on way too long. It's making this video way too long. So anyway, wrap up over. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments below, what you're reading, what you're writing, what you're working on, how life is. Just let me know how you're doing, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.